Russian troops and their idiotic invasion. They destroyed my life, literally my entire past life. And there is no future because it was also thought differently. I have been living in Tyshki for 46 years. That is, I came there when I was 2 years old. My mother brought me there. So I have lived in Tyshki all my adult life. Here, in this house, we hid during the shelling. There were air raids right in the yard. My car was parked here, and phosphorus shells came, and everything was on fire, you see. The Christmas tree burned down. It was planted on my birthday. It was 47 years old, this Christmas tree. And it was completely burned down. All the outbuildings burned down. Everything is burnt. You can see that everything is burnt. Everything burned down. And then we brought firewood here to heat the room with the stove. My son's bicycle, all that was left of it. Everything was burnt. There were tools here. The fence is burnt. Only the heads are sticking out. Paintings were kept here, and if you take off the tarpaulin, there is a hole. I'll send you a photo. It flew right in, smashed it. You can see the windows, and that's it. There are holes in it, and the whole ceiling is full of holes. I built the house according to my own design, but I never moved in. The shell hit the roof, directly into the roof. It exploded at the top, and all the small fragments broke through almost all the paintings in the studio. I mean, when I went in there, the only thing I felt was, it's a good thing the shell didn't hit the roof of the house on the left, because it could have killed us. But it hit the paintings. That's why there are holes in the paintings from shrapnel everywhere. Each painting is like my child, or I don't know. Each painting is my soul, and it is shot through. What can I have except hatred of Russians? And I think they didn't care. And at that time, we were in my parents' house, and this is my house, which I built for our family. As a result, it looks like it does now. Here, I sometimes painted pictures when I was inspired, when everything was here. Here are the paints. This painting survived. It's not damaged. It was standing here, and it was not hit by a shard. It's not finished, so it's a coded emotion, so to speak, and it is intact. There was no electricity, no gas, no communication, nothing at all. It was very scary, especially at night. It was hard to sleep. The sounds of gunfire did not stop all the time. It started flying to our street. A whole package of hail came. It was getting worse and worse. The shelling became more frequent. I even remember how we slept for only 3 hours because everything around us was torn and exploding. When my dad and I were outside cooking, a rocket fell in front of the neighboring house, and a huge piece of debris just flew at me, like in a movie. If I had run to the right, I would have been dead. A canvas that will never become a painting because of the debris. My dream will never be realized on the canvas. Paintings were my life. I've been painting since I was 6 years old, as long as I can remember, small and large paintings. These are all my childhood paintings. I painted them as a child, and they all have holes in them. There are holes here and here. You can see them if you turn it to the light. This is my vocation in life. Everywhere, in every painting, there is a piece of soul. You have to look at them carefully. There must be holes somewhere. Yes, there is a hole here. I could hang out here for hours and spend the night, even sometimes here, as in my studio. There were also just torn paintings, destroyed, no longer good for anything. And the Russians, they took my future. They took everything. Painting is my everything. My whole past life is destroyed, and there is no future, because it was also thought differently. I went there several times. I have a video of me under fire, and I took 3 or 4 paintings with me. I was just leaving. There was a shelling, and I came back for the paintings, under fire, first alone, and then my friend helped me, and we took them out as a group. Under fire. Again. The village of Tyshki. Are we going for paintings? Yes, for the paintings. We have to help artists. Or as they say here, anyone can offend an artist. It must have been hail or something like that, or a cluster shell. And this is how I feel about these people, about the Russians. I don't see any positive aspects here. And here is such good for our entire yard, for every yard. This was brought after Tyshki was released. It was just lying on the street. These are pipes. They were empty inside, already shelled. I brought them, thinking maybe I would paint them as souvenirs. Later, when the war is over,